Hello guys, Aibawan Wanakan and Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Welcome back, you all, for another session of our business studies revision series. And yeah, this is our fourth recorded session actually. So hope you all have watched our previous videos also. So if you didn't watch it, please go there and watch it. And please don't forget to subscribe us. So guys, අපි අද ඇවිල්ලා ඉන්නේ තව session එකක් කරන්න. It is 1.2 evolution of business කියන subject area එක තමයි අපි අද කරන්න ඉන්නේ. நாங்க இன்றைக்கு என்ன செய்ய போறோம்டா evolution of business and ஏரியாவை தான் நாங்க இன்றைக்கு discuss பண்ண போறோம். So this is the 1.2 subject area of your syllabus. Yeah, so it's fine and let's continue. நாங்க முன்னுக்கு போகலாம். So guys, as you can see in the picture, what is this? It is the evolution of business. It is a very simple summary of evolution of business. This evolution of business කියන දේ මෙහෙම තමයි වෙලා තියෙන්නේ. Right. So see guys, the evolution of business reflects the transformation of economic systems, production methods and trade practices over time. Right. So මේ ඔක්කොටම යන්න කලින් මම පොඩි දෙයක් කියන්නම්. Evolution එකක් කියන්නේ මොකද්ද? එක තැනකින් තව තැනකට යන්නේ එක. එක දෙයක් අපි දැන් මේ stage එකේ ඉඳන් අනිත් stage එකේ යන එක. That's an evolution. Right. So which means අපිට ඉන්න ඉදල evolution of business reflects the evolution of business වලින් මොකද්ද කියන්නේ? அதுல என்ன செல்ற? Reflects the transformation ஒரு இடத்துல இந்த இடத்துக்கு போறது. එක තැනක ඉන්න තව තැනකට යන එක. Transformation of what? Economic systems. ඒගොල්ලන්ගේ economic systems වෙනස් වීම. Production methods වෙනස් වීම. Trade practices වෙනස් වීම තමයි අපි evolution of business වලින් අපි බලන්න යන්නේ. Right? So in this evolution of business, there are 4 key stages of evolution of business. It is barter system, use of money, industrial revolution, and information era. Right? So these are the 4 stages of what we call it as business evolution. But as per my idea and my explanation, so you can understand, this is going beyond barter system. This is going beyond what? Barter system. Barter system එකට කලින්ම මේක තියෙනවා. Like I will explain you this thing. Right? Think like this. Right? So what is the purpose of a business? Main activity of a business is fulfilling human needs and wants, right? So currently, currently we are fulfilling these needs and wants using businesses. That's okay, right? ඒකට තමයි අපි කියන්නේ businesses කියලා. අපි fulfillment කරන්නේ, help කරන්නේ businesses. அப்படிதானே? அப்படின்னு சொன்னா ஆதி காலத்துல businesses இருந்தா இல்லையா? அந்த කාලத்துல அவங்க businesses அவங்க needs and wants satisfy பண்ணினாங்களா இல்லையா? මගේ ප්‍රශ්නේ මේකයි. එතකොට අපි businesses through තමයි අපේ needs and wants satisfy කරන්නේ නම් අද කාලය යම් කාලයක් තිබ්බා, which means like human evolution එකේදී අපි එක තැනකට ඇවිල්ලා ඉන්නේ දැන්. ඒකේ ආදි කාලයක, right? So සාමාන්‍ය හිතන්න මේ මොකද්ද කුවේනිගේ කාලේ නැත්නම් ඊට කලින් කාලේ. ඒ කාලේ businesses තිබ්බද ඇත්තටම? To fulfill these needs and wants. ඒ කාලේ මිනිස්සු කොහොම ජීවත් වුනේ? Problem, right? There is a problem. So එතකොට අපි මෙතන හතරක් කතා කළාට it goes beyond that. ඊට කලින් ඉඳලම ඒක තියෙනවා. Right? So අපි ඒක කතා කරගෙනම මේකට එමු. Right? So it is the, I will say in my words, that is the self-sufficient economic system. What is that? Self-sufficient economic system. So say කලින් තිබ්බ තමයි කොහොම තිබ්බේ? Self-sufficient economic system එකක් තිබ්බේ. I will explain you through a very good example. Right? So I hope if you are a Muslim or a Christian or a Catholic guy, you might know that the first person on this earth is, we call it as Prophet Adam. In Muslims, we call it Adam alayhi salam. Right? So that person we consider is as the first person on earth. He was sent from heaven to earth. So after that, right? So when his Mr. Prophet Adam came to this world, were there any businesses? Or else, didn't he have any needs or wants? He had needs and wants. Then, how did he fulfill his needs and wants? Because he is the only guy there. How? He fulfilled, and not only him, the generation which came after him also did what? They satisfied themselves by producing what they need by themselves. That's what we are calling it as direct production. Okay, actually, the direct production should be the first thing, right? Direct production should be the first thing. So as you can see the screen, individuals produce their own requirement. They produced on the requirement. What they needed, they produced by themselves, right? They produce by themselves. And personal specialization lead to surplus of production. Very simple terms. In Prophet Adam's and period, what they did, they produced what was required by them for their own, by their own, right? I think you have studied all these things and history also, eh? So which means after Prophet the Adam's period also, this thing has continued, right? So then what happened was he cultivated the generations which came. They cultivated what they needed, and farm. They did farming, and ඒගොල්ලෝ මොකද්ද කරේ? Farming දේවල් කරා. ඒව කරලා ඒගොල්ලොම cultivate කරලා ඒගොල්ලෝ කෑවා. அவங்க என்ன செஞ்சாங்க? Prophet Adam வந்த நேரம் உலகத்துல வந்த நேரம் அவங்களுக்கு பிசினஸ் ஈக்கல்ல உலகத்துல. பட் பிசினஸஸ் ஈக்காம எப்படி அவங்க நீட்ஸ் அண்ட் வாண்ட்ஸ் ஃபுல்ஃபில் பண்ணினாங்க? ப்ராப்ளம் உண்டு. எப்படி ஃபுல்ஃபில் பண்ணினாங்க? அவங்களுக்கு தேவையானது அவங்களே ப்ரொடியூஸ் பண்ணி அவங்க கன்சியூம் பண்ணினாங்க. ஸோ அதால தான் அவங்க நீட்ஸ் அண்ட் வாண்ட்ஸ் ஃபுல்ஃபில் பண்ணினது. ஸோ தட்ஸ் வாட், அதுக்கு நாங்கள் சொல்ற பேரு தான் டிரெக்ட் ப்ரொடக்ஷன் என்று சொல்லி. ஸோ டிரெக்ட் ப்ரொடக்ஷன் அவங்களுக்கு தேவையானது அவங்களே உருவாக்கி அவங்களே சாப்பிடுறது, ரைட்? ஸோ ஐ ஹோப் தட்ஸ் வெரி சிம்பிளி கிளியர். ஸோ தென் திஸ் கண்டினியூட் ஃபார் அ லாங் பீரியட் ஆஃப் டைம், லைக் ஸோ தென் இட் வாஸ் கண்டினியூட் லைக் திஸ். එතකොට ක්‍රියේට් වුණා ළමයි. Then there was a community, they are specialized in producing rice. They are only producing rice, and they are producing what is needed for them, and they have ate it. And there is another community, they produced, they were farming, they were engaged in farming, and they engaged in farming, they did those things, and they used them for their what we call consumption, right? So just like that, people continued like this. And also there was another community who is තව කාලෙකින් ඒගොල්ලෝ ආවා. මොකද්ද? ගම්මාන වශයෙන් බෙදිලා ඒගොල්ලෝ එක එක දේවල් වලට ස්පෙෂලායිස් වුණා. ஒவ்வொரு ஏரியாவாக பிரிஞ்சு அவங்க ஒரு விஷயத்துக்கு ஸ்பெஷலைஸ் ஆயினாங்க. ஒரு பார்ட்டி என்ன செஞ்சாங்க? ஃபார்மிங் செஞ்சாங்க. இன்னொரு பார்ட்டி அனிமல் ஹேபிடேட் பண்ணாங்க. So just like that, they engage in different things, right? So but you can understand something. When some person do something regularly again and again, what will happen? They will become specialized in it, right? Example, අද එක්කෙනෙක් ඔයාට කියනවා සෙරෙප්පුවක් දීලා මේ සෙරෙප්පුවක් හදලා දෙන්න කියලා. It will take like 5 to 10 hours because to learn these things and go do. So if the same slipper has been given tomorrow to create a slipper for you, you will take like 4 hours. Day after that, you will take like just 2 hours. So see, specialization occurs. Due to this specialization, in the specialization nadandutala, specialization වෙච්ච හින්දා මොකද උනේ? production එකට අපිට ඕන ප්‍රමාණයට වඩා වැඩියෙන් manufacture කරන්න ගත්තා, right? அவங்க ஸ்பெஷலைஸ் ஆகின தலைந்து நடந்தாங்க. production பண்ணினாங்க. அவங்களுக்கு எம்மட்டு தேவையோ அதையும் கூடவாக அவங்க பண்ணினாங்க. Because why? They got efficient. They were specialized in it. So they did that. And then, the person who is cultivating cultivating rice and all, he had excess rice. The people who have engaged in farming these what we call calves and all, they have more calves and cows. ඒගොල්ලන්ට තිබ්බා. අපட என்ன நடக்கும்? ஒவ்வொரு கம்யூனிட்டிக்கும் கூடவா எக்ஸஸ் ஆன ப்ராடக்ட் இருந்துச்சு. அப்படின்னா ரைஸ் ப்ரொடியூஸ் பண்றாங்களுக்கு எக்ஸஸ் இருந்துச்சு, கூடவா இருந்துச்சு, ரைட்? மில்க் ப்ரொடியூஸ் பண்ணிய, மீட் ப்ரொடியூஸ் பண்ணிய கம்யூனிட்டிக்கு அதுவும் கூடவா இருந்துச்சு. ஸோ அப்படி ஒவ்வொரு கம்யூனிட்டிகளும் the excess production came, right? Then people thought, okay, I also have something excess. That guy also have something excess. That guy also has something excess. And they thought, okay, we have a good idea. What is that? If we exchange our excess within ourselves, we can satisfy more wants. අපි අතර ඒවා එක්ස්චේන්ජ් කරගත්තම මොකද්ද කරන්න පුළුවන්? අපිට තව wants fulfill කරන්න පුළුවන්. අද செஞ்ச நாங்களுக்கு என்ன நடக்கலாம்? இன்னும் எங்கட wants fulfill பண்ணப்படலாம். So then what happened? They started exchanging goods between them. Example, මම rice producer කෙනෙක්. මෙතන ඉන්නවා තව කෙනෙක් meat producer කෙනෙක්. එතකොට මම මොකද කරන්නේ? මං ගාව තියෙන excess rice ටික එයා ගාවට ගිහිල්ලා දෙනවා. එයාගෙන් තියෙන excess meat ටික මං ගන්නවා. Right? And also අපන ఎంత நடக்கும்? எனக்கிட்ட excess rice ஏகி, நான் கூடுவா rice ஏகி, என்ன மொத்தம் இருக்கிற என்ன meat producer உண்டு. அவர்கிட்ட excess meat ஏகி. அப்ப நான் என்ன செய்றேன்? எனக்கிட்ட excess rice எடுத்துட்டு போயிட்டு meat producer கிட்ட கொடுத்துட்டு meat producer இருந்து meat எடுத்துட்டு வர. So that's what we are calling it as barter system. See here, guys, surplus production initiate the barter system, the exchange of goods. So what is barter system? Exchange of goods and services. That's very simple, right? So then this was continued. And what happened was, guys, like, okay, as I said, this thing happened, right? So and another guy was there. So he produced slipper. ஒருத்தர் வந்து என்ன செஞ்சாங்க, ஸ்லிப்பர் ப்ரொடியூசர் ஒன்று இதார். இப்போ அவரோட எக்ஸஸ் ப்ரொடக்ஷனையும் நான் வந்து எடுத்தேன். அப்படின்னா இப்போ எனக்கு ஸ்லிப்பர் தேவை. இப்போ நான் என்ன செஞ்சேன், எனக்கு இருக்கிற ரைஸை கொடுத்துட்டு அவர்கிட்ட ස්ලිපර් எடுத்தேன். එතකොට මට රයිස් ඕන හින්දා, මට ස්ලිපර් ඕන හින්දා මම මොකද කරේ, ස්ලිපර් මැනුෆැක්චරර් ගාවට ගිහිල්ලා මගේ රයිස් ටික දීලා එයා ගාව තියෙන ස්ලිපර් එක ගත්තා. Then what happened was, on the next day the slipper guy comes to again to me because එයාට අනිත් දවසෙත් බඩගිනි එනවා. අනිත් දවසෙත් අවருக்கு அடுத்த එක පස්සේ වරු. So he need to fulfill it. And he comes to me and say, dear, this thing, I will give my slipper. Please give me rice. What I will say. මං ඔයාගේ නීයේ නේද rice ටිකක් ගත්තේ. நான் உங்கள்ட்ட நேத்து தானே rice எடுத்தேன். எனக்கு உங்களோட slipper எடுத்தேன். මං ඊයේ තමයි ඔයාගේ slipper එක ගත්තේ. තාම මේක slipper එක තියෙනවා. මට ඕනේ ඔයාගේ product එක. I don't need your slipper. I will reject it. So what will happen? එයාට බඩගින්න ඉන්න වෙනවා. Right? So then there was a problem in the barter system. We call that problem as dual coincidence. What is that? Dual coincidence. There is no dual coincidence. So in order to barter system to be functioned, what should happen? There should be a dual coincidence, guys. There should be a dual coincidence. Dual coincidence කියන දෙයක් වෙන්න ඕන. එහෙම නැත්නම් if there is no dual coincidence, what will happen? Barter system will become failure. So that happened actually. Because what you needed, I don't need. Right? එතකොට එතන මොකද්ද වෙන්න ඕන? මට ඕන දේ, මට දෙයක් ඕනේ නම් ඒ දේ ඔයා ගාව තියෙන්න ඕන. ඔයාට දෙයක් ඕන නම් ඔයාට ඕන දේ මං ගාව තියෙන්න ඕන. එතකොට තමයි dual coincidence එක create වෙන්නේ. Right? So with time the dual coincidence issue came. Right? The people did not have dual coincidence this thing. So then there was a problem. Right? You can see a picture here. So that is a market of a barter system. Right? ඔයාට ඕන දේවල් දීලා ඔයා ගාව තියෙන excess දේවල් දීලා ඔයාට ඕන දේ අරන් යනවා. So that happened. Right? So so these are the challenges of barter system. What are the challenges, guys? Number one, lack of a common measure of value. They did not have, ඒගොල්ලන්ට තිබ්බේ නැහැ common measure of value. ඒ කියන්නේ அவங்களுக்கு என்ன ஈக்கலையாம், common measure ஒன்று ஈக்கல value பண்றதுக்கு. Why? එක්කෙනෙක් ඇවිල්ලා කියන 1 kilogram, අපි දැන්ට කියන 1 kilogram of rice is equal to 300 rupees. ඒ කාලේ එහෙම නැහැ. ඒ කියන්නේ sometime එක්කෙනෙක් ඇවිල්ලා කියනවා මම ඔයාට කව් එකක් දෙන්නම්. තව කෙනෙක් මම ඔයාට slip එකක් දෙන්නම් 1 kilogram rice වලට. There was no common medium. Right? Common measure of value. So there was a very big issue. Right? So will the 1 kilogram of rice is equal to 1 cow? Will the 1 kilogram of rice is equal to 1 slipper? ඒ ප්‍රශ්නේ තිබ්බා. එතකොට ඒකත් challenge එකක්. Number 1. Number 2. Difficulty in finding a double coincidence of bonds. මං කිව්වේ ඔයාට ඕන දේ මං ගාව තියෙන්න ඕන. ඒ වගේම මට ඕන දේ ඔයා ගාව තියෙනවා. If that is not there, there is no barter system. Right? The transaction could not happen. So there is a problem there also. Then next one, issues in storing value. Right? Storing value. So you can't store the value couldn't be stored. So that was also a issue. Right? As part of your syllabus, barter system is the first evolution of business. Right? I hope that's fine. Right? Okay, let's continue. So the next thing in the evolution of business, number 2, is what we call the use of money. We call it as what? Use of money. So use of money in the sense to overcome the drawbacks of the barter system. Materials like seashells and tobacco were used as a medium of exchange. So people thought, okay, මෙහෙම ගියොත් හැමෝටම මේක ලොකු ප්‍රශ්නයක් වෙනවා. Right? இப்படி போனண்டா எல்லாருக்கும் பெரிய பிரச்சனை உண்டா மாறும். Why? ஒத்தர் மட்டுமே ஃபுல்ஃபில் பண்ணி கொண்டிருக்கும், அடுத்தாக்க சும்மா ஈக்கிறவாகிடும். So people thought, okay, நாங்க இதுக்கு common medium ஒன்று கொண்டு வரோம். So we will use a common medium for use to solve this. People thought about it. Then the use of money came. So in this use of money also, it was an evolution, right? So they didn't use directly the money, right? Use of money mean they didn't use these coins and all at those periods. So that was also an evolution. So see that to overcome the drawbacks of the barter system, materials like seashells, and tobacco were used as a medium of exchange. So அப்ப என்ன நடந்துச்சாம்? medium of exchange ஆக அவங்க என்ன யூஸ் பண்ணினாம்? சீஷெல், டொபாக்கோ, ஸோ அந்த மாதிரியான விடயங்கள் அவங்க டைம் டு டைம் யூஸ் பண்ணினாம். ஸோ லெட்ஸ் சி வாட் ஆர் தி ஸ்டேஜஸ். ஸோ இந்த ஸ்டேஜ்ல இப்போ அவங்க டிசைட் பண்ணிட்டாங்க காமன் மீடியம் ஆஃப் எக்ஸ்சேஞ்ச் வந்து நாங்கள் யூஸ் பண்ணணும். அரே they decided okay we will use some common medium of exchange. Okay, so and they started with some of the things. They started with material, using of material. That's the number one. Using of material. What are the materials that they use? Seashells and tobacco. මුලින්ම මේගොල්ලෝ මොකද කරේ? Seashells and tobacco අරන් ඇවිල්ලා transaction කරන්න ගත්තා. කොහොමද කරන්නේ? මං tobacco නැත්තම් seashells හොයාගෙන ඇවිල්ලා ඒක අරන් ගිහිල්ලා දෙනවා කව් විකුණන කෙනාට. එයාට දීලා එයාගෙන් කව් එකක් ගන්නවා. Slippers විකුණන කෙනාට යම් ගාණක් දීලා ඒකෙන් ගන්නවා. So that place only the money came into evolution, right? Money came into picture. So the first type of money that came is what? Seashells. ඒගොල්ලෝ මොකද්ද මුලින්ම யூஸ் කරේ? அவங்க என்ன මුලින් ஃபர்ஸ்ட் யூஸ் பண்ணாங்க? seashells. அப்படி இல்லாட்டி அதே போல tobacco. அதை தான் முலிம் ஃபர்ஸ்ட் யூஸ் பண்ணினாங்க as terms of money, right? So that also had some issues. Why? Everyone can find seashells and like tobacco and all. Tobacco වගේ දේවල් ගත්තොත් ඒක ලොකු කාලයක් තියාගන්නත් බෑ. So මේ වගේ ප්‍රශ්න ආපු හින්දා they thought okay we will change this, right? We will change this material and we will use something better thing. And they thought it and they tried to use number 2 use of metals. ඒගොල්ලෝ මොකද කරේ? metals use කරන්න ගත්තා. metal use කරන්න ගත්තා කියන්නේ what are the metals that they use? Gold, silver, other precious metals as served as money. ඒගොල්ලෝ හෙව්වා gold. அவங்க என்ன தேடினாங்க? gold தேடி எடுத்தாங்க, silver தேடி எடுத்தாங்க. So silver எடுத்துட்டு போயிட்டு அவங்க transaction பண்ணினாங்க. So they used gold and silver as a medium to exchange. Clear? So මේක මෙහෙම යනකොට මේගොල්ලන්ට මේකත් ප්‍රශ්නයක් වුණා. කොහොමද? ඇයි ප්‍රශ්නයක් වුණේ? These values are so high and those are very you can't find those things very easily. These gold and silver. එතනත් ප්‍රශ්නයක් ආවා. ඒගොල්ලෝ මොකද කරේ? They found okay මේක හරියන්නේ නැහැ. We will go into something called as metal coins. මේක precious metals හරියන්නේ නැහැ. අපි හොයමු මොකද්ද? coins with imprinted values replace raw material. So what is that? Metal coins use කරන්න ගත්තා. Metal coins. So which means metals the iron වගේ metals තියෙනවා. and மாதிரி metals ඊගෙන அதுல வந்து அவங்க செஞ்ச coin-ஆக imprint பண்ணினாங்க. ஓகே இதோட வேல்யூ இம்பட்டு தான், ரைட்? எக்ஸாம்பிள் ஒரு இப்போ நீங்க கண்டிக்கும் அரச காலத்துல காசுகள். ஸோ அதுல ஒவ்வொரு வேல்யூஸை பிரிண்ட் பண்ணினாங்க. ஸோ මං හිතන්නේ ඔයගොල්ලෝ දන්නවා රජයේ පරණ රජ කාලවල වල ලංකාවෙත් coins තිබිලා තියෙනවා, right? They created coins. රජාගේ මූණ දාලා සීල් එකක් ගහලා they created coins, right? So they found a solution for that. And then මේකත් එක්ක then they have evaluated into coins and notes. ඊට පස්සේ කාලෙක we found coins and notes, right? Coins and notes we found. What is that? Government issued currencies become standardized. So example, Sri Lankan rupee, British pound, US dollars, euro, right? So what is that? Coins and notes. අපි දැන් use කරන කාසි, right? So coins and also the notes that we use there. So that was evaluated to that area. So and then after that, so we are still using that. But after that, one more thing came. What is that? Bank money. அப்போ bank money என்று சொல்லி கொண்டு வந்து அப்போ bank money என்ற என்ன? Introduction of current accounts and checks expanded monetary system. So එතකොට businesses were introduced about bank money. Bank money කියන්නේ මොකද්ද? අපි check එකක් ලියලා දෙනවා. So instead of carrying the cash, we are writing a check. Instead of carrying 50,000 worth of notes, we are carrying just a paper of a check. check එකක් විතරක් carry කරනවා. So bank money ආව. දැන් අපිට තියෙනවා electronic money. So you can see those things in the picture here I have given, right? I have given in the picture. So what is that? Electronic money ආව. Electronic money කොහොමද ආවේ? Transaction shifted to computerized networks with credit card, debit card, prepaid card and mobile cash. Is that right? So normally there are people in Sri Lanka we are still using. There are in some countries they are not using even cash, guys. Everything is in their phone and the bank account. They are making payments using what? Their bank accounts directly. They are not having any cash. Digitalized payments vandachi. So this is currently used. Electronic money தான் இப்ப நாங்க யூஸ் பண்ணிக்கிறோம். Coins and notes also there. Bank money is also there. But recently came is electronic money, right? And also currently more than that we have created some type of money, Bitcoin. So those kind of things also now in the picture, right? I hope that's a very clear picture. Number one is what? In the evolution of businesses, number one, businesses created with the barter system. Number two, the use of money. So as you see here, key transition the use of money marked the second stage in the evolution of business, right? Right. And the third one, industrial revolution, right? So after that, the third one we say is what? Industrial revolution kila දෙකක් ආවා. So please search some videos on industrial revolution and all, guys, because this is also very much important. கொஞ்சம் தேடி பாருங்க industrial revolution and என்ன எதுக்கு வந்தது. So these kind of things also very much important, right? So industrial revolution began from Europe, actually. எங்கிருந்து ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணது? Europe. Actually, this is the thing, right? Actually, so on those days, how the transportation happened through the ships and all, right? There were no other transportation methods. So in Europe, ඉඳලා ලංකාවට මිනිස්සු ආවේ කොහොමද? ආවේ Constantinople ඉඳලා. එංගින්ද වන්දාங்க? Constantinople through ආතම් වන්දාங்க. So then something happened was actually in Sinhala we call පුරුෂ යුද්ධය කියලා. දෙයක් වුණා, right? So in Muslims and Christians had a very big wars in Istanbul currently, Constantinople on those years. And Muslims have acquired the Istanbul. Constantinople and convert it into Istanbul. And these European people had problems in transporting goods from Europe to these Asian countries, right? So that problem was aroused. Then they found, okay, we can't do this anymore. We will produce what we needed by ourselves. කියලා ඒගොල්ලෝ හිතාගත්තා. ඒගොල්ලන් industries කීයක ලොකු කරන්න ගත්තා. ලොකුවට industries ටිකක් කරන්න ගත්තා. So that's what it says, impact. In the impact of industrial revolution, cottage industries transform into large scale industries. So what is this cottage industries? මේ පොඩි ගෙවල් වල තිබ්බ පොඩි industries. இந்த சின்ன வீட்டுகள்ல இருந்த industries என்ன மாறினாம்? Large scale பெரிய industries ஆக மாறினாம். அதால என்ன நடந்துச்சு? Expanded trade and auxiliary services such as banking, transport, insurance, communication, and warehousing. So due to this, what happened? Transportation, warehousing, and auxiliary services expanded with this industrial revolution. So as you can see this in the screen, right? So there was a very big growth in the world due to this industrial revolution, but actually, unfortunately, there were on the other side, there were some issues also. Idala chala issues world like in the pollutions, and there are many things we can speak about that, right? So that is the third stage of this thing is what? Industrial revolution. And let's see here. So this is also included in your syllabus. It is commerce. What is commerce? Commerce mean, so we call it commerce. What is commerce then? Commerce is the combination of trade and auxiliary services. We know about trade, exchanging of food. Exchange, we call it as, so trade mean what? Exchanging of goods and services. What is support services? The services which support the businesses, right? So the combination of this trade and the supporting services, we call it as commerce. Very simple. Combination of what? Trade and supporting services, we call it as commerce. So components, trade. In trade, we have retail trade and wholesale trade, foreign trade, import and export. So we'll see that. Auxiliary services, we have banking, transport, insurance, communication, and warehousing. So industrial revolution represents the third stage in the revolution of business. Evolution of business wala third stage එක මොකද්ද? The stage එක ඇවිල්ලා industrial revolution. Industrial revolution is the third stage in the evolution of businesses, right? So you can see it is clearly depicted in this picture. So commerce is categorized into commerce நாங்க ரெண்டுக்கு பிரிக்கிறோம். எப்படி? Trade and auxiliary services ன்னு சொல்லி. So trade நாங்க ரெண்டு பிரிக்கிறோம். எப்படி? Local and foreign trade. Local and foreign trade என்று நாங்க ரெண்டு பிரிக்கிறோம். Local trade நாங்க ரெண்டு பிரிக்கிறோம். எப்படி? Retail trade and wholesale trade. For retail trade and wholesale trade ன்னு சொல்லி ரெண்டுக்கு பிரிக்கிறோம். මරාලම් තිරඹ foreign trade අපි දෙකකට බෙදනවා. Import trade and export trade කියලා. And also auxiliary services හැටියට අපි ගණන් ගන්නවා. මොකද්ද? Banking, transport, insurance, communication, and warehousing. So please take a screenshot and keep it. This is a very important short note for you, right? Okay, I hope we can proceed now and let's continue. So, හතරවෙනි step එක මොකද්ද? Evolution of businesses වල. හතරවෙනි step එක තමයි, stage එක තමයි information era. Actually, we are currently in information era. நாலாவது stage என்ன? Information era. நாங்க என்னத்துல இருக்கிற? Information eraல இருக்கிற. Right? Information is money now. Information is money. So I can explain more and more about it. So let's restrict with the time, right? So information era. In the information era, we say e-commerce, buying and selling conducted via the internet. So if we buy anything or sell anything through internet, we call it as e-commerce. You know about e-commerce sites, right? Alibaba, AliExpress, eBay. So there are many things. In Sri Lanka, we have Daraz, Ikman.lk. So e-commerce, buying and selling through internet. So currently we are in that stage. We are buying and selling through internet. We are not going to shops anymore. We are buying and selling through internet. So That is the current era e-commerce. What is that? Buying and selling through internet. And there is something called as e-business also. E-business and selling or විශේෂ ඉකර. Please differentiate between these two. දෙකම එකක් නෙමෙයි. E-commerce කියන්නේ e-business දෙකයි කියන්නේ එකක් නෙමෙයි දෙකක්. Please understand that. E-business කියන්නේ මොකද්ද? What is this e-business? All business activities conducted through internet-based platform. Internet-based platform වලින් create වුණා නම් අපි ඒකට කියන්නේ මොකද්ද? E-business. In simple terms, I will tell you. Please mark this note in your notebook. E-business means we are doing all the activities in the business by using internet. අපේ business එකේ කරන හැම activity එකක්ම අපි online through කරා නම් internet use කරා නම් අපි ඒකට කියන්නේ e-business කියලා. E-business என்ன நாங்க எங்கட business activities எல்லாமே வந்து நாங்க internet through செய்றோம். So example e-commerce வல e-business வல තියෙන difference එක e-commerce is engaging only in buying and selling. E-business is engaging in what? Not only buying and selling. There are other activities also happens through internet. Human resource facilities happen through internet. Marketing activities happen through internet by using internet. Accounting activities happen through conducted through internet. So just like that, all the business activities are conducted through internet. So we call it as fourth stage of evolution of business as the information era. Right. So, and then currently we need to discuss about, so we are done with the evolution of business, right? We need to discuss now about e-commerce. This is a highly tested area in your exam. உங்களோட bookல, உங்களோட examல highly tested area உண்டுதா இது? This e-commerce thing, right? What is this e-commerce? Reasons for the popularity of e-commerce. And in the e-commerce is very popular. Now we know everyone are using e-commerce. Even small children are using to buy it from internet, from AliExpress. Why? What is the reason? Let's see the reasons. Number one, faster business communication without paperwork. Paperwork නැතුව faster communication එකක් allow කරනවා. Right? In the paperwork இல்லாம என்னைக்கும் faster communication உண்ட ensure பண்ணும். Right? So faster communication will happen, right? So because we are dealing through internet, so that is very faster. Faster transaction happens. Right? Number two, reduce operational and inventory cost. So I think you all heard about these things. There are businesses which don't have physical locations actually. எகுலன்ட் என்ன அவங்களுக்கு என்ன இல்ல physical location இல்ல guys. அவங்கள வீட்ல இருந்து business செஞ்சுக்கிட்டு போறாங்க. Say they don't have any physical location. Why? Because they are doing with the internet. They don't need anyone to visit them and keep a physical space for that, right? So reduce operational cost. ඒගොල්ලන්ට මොකද්ද නැහැ? Operational cost එක අඩුයි. Inventory cost එක අඩුයි. Operational cost and inventory cost வந்து குறைவு அவங்களுக்கு. Right? Because of this popularity of e-commerce, right? Third one, emergence of global market. එදාල එතන நடக்கும். Global market උරුවාහි කර, right? Global market ඇති වෙලා තියෙනවා අලුතෙන්. කොහොමද? ඇයි? අපි ලංකාවේ product එකක් consume කරනවා අපි consume කරනවා චීනෙන් ගෙනල්ලා. We are buying from China. So for China, a global market has been created from Sri Lanka. Example, අපි තව තියෙනවා from Daraz or what we call in Sri Lankan brands. What are the things that we have? So example Daraz. So some guy from Bangladesh is buying from Daraz, Sri Lanka. What is that? Emergence of global market. We have a global market to serve, right? Global market එකක් තියෙනවා. You are not only limiting to Sri Lanka. நீங்க ஸ்ரீலங்காக்குள்ள மட்டும் விக்கிறல உங்களுக்கு globally businesses உருவாகுற. That is there, right? So and then the fourth one, improved quality of goods and services, right? Quality of goods and services have been increased with e-commerce. There were some problems also, that on the other side there were improvement in quality of goods and services also, right? So and then the fifth one, time and energy saving for customers. Very, very important. Why? You don't need to visit the shops, right? You don't need to visit the shops. You in a touch screen, you can touch it. The product will be delivered to your home. Example, ordering from Pizza Hut. Within few minutes, it will be in your home, right? You don't need to visit Pizza Hut showroom, Pizza Hut restaurant. Example, right? So what will happen? In Tanadakum, time and energy savings for customers. Time and energy வந்து save பண்ணப்படும் யாருக்கு? Customers. I hope that's fine, right? So sixth one, increase computer literacy and better infrastructure. So computer literacy கூடும் people கிட்ட, right? Computer literacy கூடும். Computer කට්ටිය ගාව මිනිස්සු ගාව මොකද වෙන්නේ? Computer literacy එක වැඩි. ඒ හින්දා e-commerce popular, right? හැමෝම දන්නවා phone එකක් use කරන්න. හැමෝම දන්නවා lap එකක් use කරන්න. Lap එකක් නැත්තම් phone එකක් use කරන්න හැමෝම දන්නවා. So everyone can use e-commerce. Not only that, we have better infrastructure facilities. We have better internet connections. Right? ഇപ്പൊ എங்களுக்கு എന്തായി better internet connections, നല്ല infrastructure facilities, because time is equal to money. So I have shown it in a picture here. So all these kind of reasons had led to the popularity of e-commerce. This question will be there in your exams. I'm highly expecting this question because of recent trends happening in the world and all. So those are the reasons for the current popularity of e-commerce, right? So, and then there are some current global business trends. So these are my notes actually. So please go through them. These are very simple examples for you, right? So what happened? Expansion of globalization, right? Current trends මොකද්ද වෙලා තියෙන්නේ? Globalization expand වෙලා තියෙනවා. මොකද්ද? Businesses operate in international markets leveraging technology to remove trade barriers. So business are international market වල වැඩ කරනවා. Example, trade barriers තියෙනවා, right? ලංකාව ඉන්දියාව අතර ශ්‍රී ලංකාවකම ඉන්දියාවකම මැඩයිලා එන සේලාද නැනච මාදියලා business enjikunu pohelaadu. අපි හිතපු විදියට business කරන් යන්න බෑ. Government has imposed restrictions, right? හැබැයි දැන් globally business are focusing on removing those barriers. ඒ barriers ටික නැති කරන්න businesses governments are working on, right? Governments are working on to remove those barriers. So example, free trade agreements like ASEAN, global supply chain integration by companies like Unilever. So that's a very good example. Ne? So second one, emergence of e-business. E-business කියලා දෙයක් ඇති වෙලා. E-business central විෂයම් උරුවාහි කර. එපටි local and global startups rely on what? Digital platforms for their operations, right? So all the, even like it's very hard to find a big business, example, a big business without e-business, without using these IT and all, electronic things, right? We can't find actually a business which don't use it, right? අපිට ඒකම find කරන්න බෑ, එහෙම use කරන්න නැති කට්ටියව, right? That's it. Local and global startups rely on digital platforms for their operations. Example, Sri Lanka's Kapruko.com and global platforms like Amazon. So those are some examples for you. And use of electronic money. Current trends මොකද්ද? Electronic money. So currently we are highly using electronic money, digital payment system like e-wallets and QR payments. So we are making payments through QR, right? So ඔයගලන්ට කරන්න තියෙන්නේ මොකද්ද? phone එකේ app එක phone la app on digo, right? அதே போல app on பண்ணி என்ன செய்யற? banking app on பண்ணி உங்களோட payment பண்ண வேண்டிய shopல QR code on digo, அதை scan பண்ணி you can pay. So currently we are doing use of electronic money, digital payment systems like e-wallets and QR payments. Example, Dialogues, Jenny and Lanka QR in Sri Lanka. So those kind of payments can be done, right? So some of the main things, and currently some more things are happening. Environmental concerns are going on because of this current as a current business trend. Businesses adapt eco-friendly production methods. Businesses are using businesses මොකද කරන්නේ? Eco-friendly, environmental friendly production methods use කරනවා. Business என்ன செய்யறான்? Environment protect பண்ணிக்கொண்டு business production செய்யணும்னு சொல்லி environment friendly, eco-friendly production methods use பண்றாங்க. Right? Example, Mass Holdings focuses on sustainable apparel manufacturing, right? So, and then business responsibilities, right? Business responsibilities, companies engage in activities that benefit society and the environment, right? Business social responsibilities are going on, right? Business social responsibilities are going on. So, and then companies engage in what? Activities that benefit society and the environment. Example, Dilmati's MJF Charitable Foundation. Those kind of things are happening in the current context. So by understanding these stages and trends, businesses can adapt what? And innovate to remain competitive in a rapidly evolving global economy. So that's the very simple summary, guys. That's a very simple summary. I hope you all got a very good idea regarding this one. Okay. So yeah, that's it. That's it for today. And let's meet with another session soon. And yeah, on our next session will be 1.3 subject area classification of businesses on various criteria. So that's it, guys. And please watch our other recordings also. And also, please don't forget to subscribe our channel. And please share these recordings and these things with your friends, those who are doing A-levels in 2025 and 26. So that will help them a lot. Okay. And see you all with the next recording. See you and thank you for watching.